If only for this life, I'm gonna let you in. Look up to the sky. Do you see the lights? Look up to the sunrise. Do you see what I see inside?
Desire, when it stems from the heart and spirit, when it is pure and intense, possesses awesome electromagnetic energy. This energy is released into the ether each night as the mind falls into the sleep state. Each morning, it returns to the conscious state, reinforced with the cosmic currents. That which has been imaged will surely and certainly be manifested. You can rely, young man, upon this ageless promise as surely as you can rely upon the eternally unbroken promise of sunrise and of spring.
That was the advice given by Swami Shivananda to our great former president of India and Indian scientist, Mr. Abdul Kalam, Dr. Abdul Kalam, sir. So I just started with that inspiring note from the very Swami Shivananda ji. And I'd like to welcome to this premiere show for Bookflix Live, where authors become your mentors. Friends, in today's world, information is everywhere, but transformation is very rare, isn't it? Bookflix Live is born from the core belief which says that wisdom should not stay locked inside the pages of the books, but we would like to bring to the world. We'll bring the authors to life. We'll bring their stories, struggles, and the success stories and the success formulas and strategies directly over to you. Each author will meet, each author that you will meet on Bookflix Live, they have walked through failures, rejections, and doubts, but they have turned those moments into milestones. They didn't just write a book, they lived them. As I mentioned the other day, almost all the successful people in the world, those people who have done some extraordinary things in this human society, who have made an impact, who have made a big positive change, almost all of them have written a book. Few of them could not write a book in their lives when they were alive, but after they were gone, or even when they were alive, some other person who have done research on their lives and they have written a book about it on their lives, and they have shared those winning strategies which were applied by those great people in their lives, and those authors have shared in detail about those winning tricks. So in this platform, we would like to bring that secret or that winning tricks, and we will have the authors coming here live and they will share in detail the background of the strategy, how to apply that, how to use that in an actionable manner, and that will be shared live with all of us. And the great thing is that our viewers will be able to ask questions, and our guests or the authors or the successful people will be replying to your questions up front. That will be so nice, great, right? As we begin this journey, I would like to invite all of you to listen, not only to listen, but to watch carefully, because somewhere in their stories you will find a spark that matches your own story or your own desires. So in the beginning, when Swami Sivananda talked about the desires and the spirits, right, this is exactly what I'm mentioning about. So let's get ready to learn, to feel inspired, to rediscover our own potential, our own dreams, and most importantly, to start a journey of achieving success by design, not by chance. This is not just another show that is going to happen. This is a movement This is a movement, as I said, a movement that makes success practical, personal, and possible for everyone. And it will be available completely free of cost online in this very platform called Bookflix Live. So, welcome to this Bookflix Live premiere show where authors can become your mentors. Friends, I'd like to again sincerely welcome you to this particular show of today. And I'd like to thank you for sparing time on this morning, sparing time from your schedules, personal schedules, or personal commitments on this Sunday morning, and for making available in this particular show. And I would like to thank those people who are going to watch later as well, right? Because this is a very important show, and your viewership, your support, love is very, very important to me. Friends, what I'm going to do today is that I first thought of doing it in a little bit celebrated way, inviting a lot of celebrities or big people and make them speak in this particular show as a premiere show. Uh, then again, I have decided that no, I will not be doing that because I wanted to make it simple as a premiere show today. But definitely, I would like to make it valuable. I would like to share some important informations in this particular show. I would like to keep it crisp and concise. I don't want to take a lot of time on this Sunday morning from all of you. That is why I thought that I decided that I'll keep it simple and humble, but I'll, you know, I'll show the power in terms of actions when I really start the show, very soon. And today, in this particular time, I would be sharing some important informations about how this program is going to happen, what is the timing, and what will be the format. Actually, I have shared a lot. I have shared about who all should watch this show earlier. I also, shared in details about the kind of things that you can expect from this particular show called Bookflix Live, and what are the values that you're going to get. I have also mentioned about who all should not watch this particular show or who should avoid watching this show, not wasting their time because this cannot be relevant to their lives or their priorities in their lives. So I have made those things very clear in my earlier clips or earlier bites. Today, I'll go a little further and I'll share about some more important aspects of this particular show. First of all, let me share that when is it going to start, right? It's a very important question. Yes, I'm going to disclose that. I wanted to start it today, but I thought that today I should come live personally here and share a little more information which were left out to be shared, earlier. So I thought that today let me take this opportunity and share with all of you those important, small points that I left out, and then I'll start the show from the coming Sunday. Yes, I'm going to start the show from the coming Sunday, and the time will be 11:30 a.m., the same time when I started today. So Sunday morning, ladies and gentlemen, 11 a.m. is the time. Sunday morning, 11 a.m. is the time when we are going to have this show called Bookflix Live. This is the date, this is the time which has been fixed. So every Sunday, you can mark the time and we can meet at that particular time. So please mark it on your calendar so that Bookflix Live is not missed out, because every single episode, every single show is going to be so important to me, because you are going to get some real life learnings, real success formulas, real way how to implement those particular formulas are going to be there in every Sunday at 11 a.m. So Bookflix Live every Sunday at 11 a.m. is the time and date. Right. Having said that, I also would like to mention how it is going to be conducted. For example, if there is a book, say for example, I have this book of mine. So I have this book, from the countryside to the boardroom is my book, right? I have given the success framework out here. So I have 14 chapters, for example. If I have 14 chapters, the way we are going to do is that we do not want to summarize the entire learnings on one particular show or on one particular day. We want to go much beyond that, because in every chapter, by the way, I think all of you would agree that in writing a single chapter, sometimes an author spends days, weeks, months, years. For example, in writing this book, I tried for about 10 years. About 10 years, I was trying to write this book. I was writing in bits and in pieces. I have shared a video in my YouTube about that as well. You might like to see that if you want to see the insights, how I have written this. However, I was having all those bits and pieces over the unstructured way. And then one fine day, one fine morning, I decided that I will be completing this project. I cannot linger anymore further. So I decided, then within 70 days, I finished it. But I cannot say that I completed this book in 70 days, because I had all the important ingredients, parts of this particular book already written over the past 10 years. Right. And I was just doing the work of compilation within 70 days. That's how I was able to finish this book in 70 days. Yes, in the process of compilation, how to articulate in a better manner, simplified manner, so that people can understand very easily each and every important thing that I was trying to cover in that particular chapter. That was the process. However, I would like to say that for an author to write a chapter, it takes sometimes years, isn't it? So a book which has some 12, 13, 14 chapters inside that book, if we are trying to finish it in one show, probably it might not be a justice to the very knowledge, to the very framework, to the very winning formula that is included or captured by that particular book. That is why we decided that we will try to deal one chapter on a single day. Yes, at times we might take two chapters as well if we feel so, but we thought that if there are 12 chapters as a process, the broad guideline would be one day, one show per one chapter, because in that chapter we want to go really in depth. We would like to go study about what are the articulations given there, what are the secrets behind it, and what made the author write all those things there, and what was the thing which was going on in the author's mind, what was the story that he was trying to relate to when he was trying to write this story, what was the research learning that he was trying to really relate to. Is there any other further detail with respect to that particular research that he has done? Maybe he might like to share one person's real life story, okay, behind that particular learning that he was sharing in that particular chapter. Everything, my dear friends, are going to be discussed in this particular show. So what I'm saying is that when you go through one particular Bookflix live episode, it will be much more than writing the chapter of that particular book, right? Even if you try and read 10 times over that chapter, whatever learning that you will be able to get from that particular 10 times of reading of that particular chapter, I think if you compare that with the watching of this particular episode of this particular Bookflix live, you'll be able to gather much more knowledge when you watch this particular episode of this Bookflix live. That is the intent behind. So that's why the format will be like one show per chapter. It is the way we'll be going ahead with. And today I also would like to share, by the way, are you interested to know about who will be the first guest? Who will be the first author that will be invited in Bookflix live, right? That is a big question. I'm really, very excited. So what I thought is, one promise that I have given to all of you is that I'm going to invite best of the best authors. those authors or those successful people who have been able to make a mark in this society, who have been able to create a difference in their own life, or maybe in some more people's life. Yeah, that was the promise that I have given to all of you. And yes, my dear friends, I'm going to keep that promise to all of you. And yes, next Sunday, 11 a.m., we are going to have our first guest author, first guest successful person, talking live with all of you, interacting with all of you, answering to your questions live, sitting here at Bookflix Live. Yes, friends, this is actually going to be the reality next Sunday, 11 a.m. So I'll give a gist of, or I'll give a small background of the first author that we are going to have. And we are going to have a great journey with that author, because that author is a person I admire a lot, first of all. I respect a lot. And that author is a person who have, I would say, thousands of turning points or life-changing moments in his life. Yes, first of all, I have said it's a male person. I have said he, not she. So it's going to be a male person. It is going to be a very successful person and who have impacted on my life as well. These are hints I am sharing, my dear friends. Try to just note it. You can maybe, start imagining who is going to be that person. And it will not be a surprise to you. And I look forward to seeing some comments also if you want to share. If you have any guess on the name of the person, name of the author who is going to be invited in Bookflix Live opening show. Right? Just keep guessing, my dear friends. I'm so thankful that some of the people are watching and live here on this Sunday. Friends, let me keep sharing few more hints about that particular author whom I'm going to invite. This person is a person, my dear friends, please note it. This person is a person who has made impossible possible. And I have seen that happening in front of my eyes. Yeah, this person has made impossible possible in his life. And I have seen it through my own eyes in front of me. This person is a very successful person. First of all, I have said, I have picked up this turning point in his life because it's so important. It can change the mindset of many people. It can change the way people live or the way people look at certain things in their lives. This person, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately went through a major health issue wherein half part of his body was almost numb. It became like a paralyzed condition. He was not able to work actively. That was the time he was working. He was leading a great team, big team, large team, writing success after success, success after success. In that moment, unfortunately, he went through that situation. Right? When he was there in the hospital, the head doctor, or I would say the MD of that hospital, came down and he was just looking at him. He was worried. But do you know what happened after 3 months? Exactly after 3 months, ladies and gentlemen, this person came to office walking and he was completely normal. And the doctor or that particular MD of that particular hospital where he was treated, he was surprised. And he personally said that I have never seen in my life this kind of turnaround. First of all, this level of turnaround, recovery, I have never seen in my life. And also, with the kind of speed the recovery has taken place, he has never seen. And the doctor wanted to give the entire credit to this person because the way he has tried, he has worked in himself, his mindset. Because when somebody who was doing so well in life, everything is doing great, business is happening great, and team is really flourishing, business is flourishing, company is doing so well, he himself is like having the high spirit, in his mind, body, vision, and suddenly this kind of thing happens. Ladies and gentlemen, it can happen in anybody's life. It can happen to us as well, any day. And just think about the fact that what kind of mindset or what would be the feeling he would be going through in that moment. And in that situation, keeping his mindset, spirit, motivation to that level and bringing up himself to the 100% recovery level within just 3 months' time, coming back to the office as a CEO, right? Just imagine, and handling the business of that scale, the team size of that scale, managing the expectations, handling the complexities in the ground, solving every problem, so yet driving the vision of that organization and taking the organization from nowhere to maybe 300 times of the turnover. Just imagine it. I have just tried to say in these many words, but I would say it's very, very powerful. And not only that, that person after that journey, he again has taken had taken care of many other regions as CEOs, as a CEO, and then he became a became an MD of that particular organization in certain country. Right? I think I believe that most of you would have been able to imagine who that person is, and I will not be taking name because I wanted to keep a little bit of surprise for the opening show. And when you see that particular person in person, face to face on Facebook Live, sorry, on Bookflix Live, you are going to be right, really, really happy and really, really inspired, really, really motivated. And that was one small part of his life I have just shared just now. And he has been awarded as a, he has been honored with the lifetime achievement award for his works. Some years back I have seen that also. And friends, he has worked in multiple companies in FMCG industry. He has taken a very, very important role in driving Hindustan Unilever, business. I would say taking the business forward of Hindustan Unilever in the country, and also he has led another organization to launch its services and to take to the highest level of business achievements of that particular company. And behind all this, what I admire him is that he has a very, very high degree of I would say interest to contribute to the society, right? He has been honored with some, he has cracked Limca Book of Award in certain social, corporate social, initiative activities in certain part of this country. And he has initiated a lot of, good works for the society to help the people or to support the people, to drive the children in certain activities, in positive activities. And the most important thing that I don't want to miss mentioning here is that in certain country there was a time when a big tragic epidemic actually took over the country, and a lot of people were infected, a lot of people were dying in a large and in a big scale. Okay, and the leadership of that country actually gave, I would say, honored him because of his initiative during that particular period. And he has taken certain initiative. He took, he put his foot down, and he helped to save or protect a lot of people in that society, in that country, so that they are not infected, so that their lives are saved, so that the lives of their families, their loved ones are saved, not affected by that particular epidemic. And he was successful in doing so. And it became the example of how this particular thing should be handled in that epidemic situation. And it was replicated in many regions of that country. Because of that, ladies and gentlemen, the leadership of that particular country honored him. So these are some few examples of the kind of responsibility he takes to contribute to the society. I really respect that. Probably we can learn a lot of things from him, how we can contribute to the society as a person, right? So as a citizen of this world. So I think these are few of the very few of the hints that I have shared about that particular person, particular author, particular successful person. As I said, I admire him a lot, and I'm really looking forward to take a lot of learning from this particular gentleman, because he has lived a life wherein I would say thousands of books can be written from the experiences of his life. He has written one book so far. That book has become Amazon bestseller, right? And we'll be talking about that book. We'll be talking about what are the secrets inside that book. Definitely, I know that there are so many powerful learnings hidden inside that particular book, and we can learn a lot of things from this person. You can learn about how to turn around from a difficult situation in life, how to create that turning point, how to implement that particular turning point, and again keep rising in life. This is one big thing we can learn from this particular gentleman. The second thing what we can learn is that how to rise in the corporate career, how to rise, how to keep rising in the corporate career, right? Because he has traversed, he has personally traveled that journey in his life, and this is exactly what we can learn from him. The third thing that I look forward to learning from him would be for all of us how to run a business, because working as a CEO, working as an MD is something like he is replacing the owner of the company or the chairman of the company, because for the reason he is the chairman of the company, how to handle the P&L, okay, how to handle the team side of the company, how to handle the sales side of the company, how to handle the marketing side of the company, right? How to handle the legal and regulatory part of the company, so many angles to it, right? And how to handle the I would say uh, business excellence part of that particular organization. So all these areas he has the expertise, and all of us can learn from him. And I'm telling you that we are going to have not less than 6 7 occasions, 6 7 shows with him. Maybe it can go up to about 10. It depends on how it you know it takes off. So it may be about 10 days that we will have the opportunity to be with that particular successful person who has executed this level of success in his life, who has completely you know created some impact in the organization, in the society. So we can learn so many things from him. So these are few things, and another thing I would like um to mention out here, which we can learn from him, is that how to change a raw talent, or how to transform a raw talent from the very raw level to a people leadership level. Ladies and gentlemen, he has transformed so many lives, so many professionals who started as a fresh starter, or maybe a person who doesn't have any experience in his life, working experience in his life, maybe a person who is in the mid-career stage, maybe a person who has just started, who has worked for 2 3 years in an organization, in a company, right? So he has worked with that lot of people, and he has transformed them to people's leaders. Maybe among those people whom he has transformed in their lives, they're working in different parts of the country, different parts of the world, in many organizations. Some of them are leading an organization as a CEO, or in different levels for that matter, different leadership levels. Okay, creating many histories, creating many records, taking the team, taking the business, taking his life himself to the next level. Okay, so You can learn from this person how to transform a talent to a people leader, right? So many things I can keep, talking about it one after another, one after another. I can keep talking about it, keep speaking about it. But I would like to park here to talk about this person, and we are going to you are going to meet that person, right, in the next show on coming Sunday at 11 a.m. Please make sure that you are there, because the first day is very important. On the first day, right, you are going to get, I think, very, very important learnings about what he has to share with all of us. Not only about that book. Book is something where he is representing his ideas or his learnings or his strategies. But what he is going to share when he is sitting live in person is the realities behind, the stories behind that book. My dear friend, that particular, experience is going to give you much more clarity about the strategy, about the winning tricks, about the learnings, about the lessons which is shared in that particular book, right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just seeing that few of the people are, sending some questions. But what I do is that I'll take the liberty today to, park these questions. Some people have sent some some questions here in the number given below. I'll be answering to those questions later, but I'll definitely, give my answer, give my comment, give my replies to the queries. Uh, well, ladies and gentlemen, today I didn't want to take very long. I wanted to, as I said, I wanted to keep it simple, very humble. I wanted to show the real. I want to I show the real power of this particular show in terms of actions when we start the show on the next day. Uh, as I said, Bookflix Live is a platform to learn and grow together. It is just, it is more than just a platform. It is a bridge between knowledge and action, between reading and becoming. It is to ignite within you a new goal, a new vision, a new commitment to live with purpose, so that we can achieve success by design, not by chance. Let's raise the hope. One day, your own story may become the next Bookflix Live episode. Who knows? So I think you will get all the tricks and strategies to become that kind of a person, successful person, successful author. And who knows, you might be invited on a Bookflix Live one day in one episode. So, friends, again, I didn't want to miss this to mention again today, though I keep saying and talking about it time and again. In my life, since my childhood, I didn't have that guidance, or I didn't have anybody to guide me when I was starting my career, when I was progressing in my career, in the beginning part of my career, more importantly. And because of that, I have made many mistakes in my life. And because of those mistakes, I have lost a lot of time. I went through lot of sad feeling moments. Even I went through depression for multiple times, very, very severe level of depression for multiple times. I have shared in many videos. And also, ladies and gentlemen, I have worked in different places, and I have personally traveled. I love traveling. I have traveled in many places, many districts, more than maybe 200 districts in multiple countries. Okay. And I have come across a lot of people who are struggling because they are not having a guide. They are not having a guide. Because of that, they are just doing things which is coming in their minds, in their inexperienced minds, in their immature minds, a mind which doesn't have much of a logic. Okay. And because of this issue, they struggle a lot. And most of the time, I would say 70-80% of the failure happens because what or how they are doing certain things are wrong. So the main reason for this is not having a guidance, not having a guide in their lives, right? And this is one thing which actually struck my mind, struck my heart. And I thought that, I promised to myself that every single person on this earth has the right to have a guide in their lives to achieve success by design. Every single person on this earth has the right to have the guidance, to have the right guidance in terms of how their career should be proceeded, in terms of how success should be achieved, in terms of knowing what is the best way to live our lives, what is the best way to achieve success, what is the best design to achieve success, what is the way we should make our life plan, life strategy, or our professional strategies. Maybe what is the best way to set our goals in our lives, what is the best way to set our vision in our lives. And if that is the vision that I wanted to achieve in my life, how I should proceed about it, what are the steps, what are different components, different elements to this particular design structure, or what is the master plan, what is the blueprint for my life, what is the blueprint for my professional life. So all these things are the things, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that every single person on earth has the right to have a guide, to have a mentor in their lives who can teach them, who can show them that, hey, this is the way, hey, this is not the way. If you do in this manner, you will be able to achieve success by design in a faster manner. And if you do in that manner, probably you will face the accident, or you will face the mistake or failure. So, friends, then I promised to myself that in my life, I'll start certain initiatives wherein I make this guidance available to the people, or to the young people, or to the people of any age bracket, so that they are able to get the guidance to design their life so that they can achieve success by design. Right? So with this intent, with this objective on the back of my mind, I started this show called Bookflix Live. Well, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being part of this beginning. I know that together we are going to make a revolution of wisdom, a revolution of growth and meaningful success in our lives. And thank you so much for being here today on this Sunday morning. I really appreciate that. And I'm really looking forward to starting this particular show on next Sunday with this particular guest, which I talked about. And we are going to have a great time. We are going to have a great journey. We are going to have a great moment starting from today. So thank you so much for today. I'm going to end this session right here. And thank you so much. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.
Tonight, I'm gonna let you in. If only for the high, I'm gonna